Part 4. Data breaches. In addition to hiring a DPO, all organizations are required to report any data breaches within 72 hours of their occurrence. Data breaches, such as hackers stealing data, must be able to be detected quickly and efficiently. The infrastructure must be in place in order to detect data breaches, and, more importantly, companies must protect their data from attacks and leaks, and must have the security systems in place to prevent them. Many data security firms are able to be contracted to help you and your company if you need assistance with protecting your data. Part 5. Data Protection Impact Assessment. Another major aspect of the GDPR is applicable if you store personal data. A Data Protection Impact Assessment, or DPIA, will need to be executed every time you have a project that involves the use of said personal data. A DPIA is essentially an audit of your processes and how those processes could impact the privacy of the people whose data has been stored. There are 3 objectives of the DPIA. First, it makes sure that you are in compliance with all laws and policies in place. Second, it identifies the risks and effects of the project. And third, it evaluates the protection you have in place and identifies alternative processes that might lower the risk to the privacy of the personal data used. There's a large amount covered in the DPIA, and its purpose is to protect the privacy of the individuals whose personal data is stored within your organization. Part 6. The right to be forgotten. The GDPR also has strict directions for companies on how they store personal data. In addition to the previously stated points about the way companies can store personal data, the GDPR gives consumers an additional layer of protection by allowing them to be forgotten by companies. Consumers have the right to request information from companies, and they can withdraw their previously given consent at any time. That means you, as the database holder, may be asked by the consumer to remove all traces of them in your database. Not only your database must be cleared, but all other databases that may hold the customer's information that is downstream from your database must be cleared out. Part 7. Penalties. There is a lot that you must do as a database owner with EU customer information, and it's critically important that you remain in compliance with the GDPR. There are penalties that can be very steep, and even one mistake could potentially cause you a lot of financial problems. Penalties for violation can be as steep as 20 million euros or 4% of yearly financial turnover, whichever is greater. All that said, governing powers are not interested in just handing out fines. Oftentimes, they want to work with businesses to help them become compliant, especially when the business is working hard to be compliant. So fear not, there are many resources available to help you become compliant and help you stay compliant. As other sites and videos have stated, the information provided cannot possibly substitute professional legal advice. If you have additional questions regarding the GDPR, be sure to consult with your attorney to make sure that your understanding of the law is completely up to date. As we said in the beginning, this is a concise rendition of the GDPR. There are many more specific details that can be found in the links in the description below. Thank you for staying with us through this section of our educational path. We hope that this video has helped you with your understanding of the GDPR and will help in continuing your education with compliance. Be sure to like and subscribe and share this video on any of your social profiles to help your friends learn too.